Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and everything in between. We are here tonight for our Nyxborough session. Sadly, Maya, our player for Eris, is not feeling well, so she is going to be recovering, and we will hopefully see her next time. A couple of quick announcements. We are good to go schedule-wise. So we are back to our every other... Oh, no, I just lost everything. I need all my tabs open again. Okay, there we go. We are back to our every other week scheduling with Precinct 2 and Precinct 9. So we've got Precinct 2 tonight. Precinct 9 will be on Sunday the 22nd, followed by Precinct 2 again on March the 2nd. Which also, it's been a year already in this campaign, which is wild to think about that we've been going for a year. If you like what you have seen, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It always helps out us and gets it to see other people. We do this more for fun than anything, so it is what it is. With that all being said, I can't think of anything else. This is a live stream, so if you would like, you can always chat with us. That is not a problem. I will shoot messages or other things like that if I can. But I think that about does it. So I'm going to hop back over and see what chaos they're causing. So anyways, there are these two chickens.
All right. Oh, should I be saying the recap now?
Yes. Before we get into sorry, I usually prompt you. Before we get into tonight's session, we need to recap where we left off. Please, Felice, take it away.
Last time on Precinct 2, we fought those monstrosities and won with a few injuries. And then we kind of just left before their mother came in. And we found this green room with a bunch of plants. None of them are sundered bloom, so we are good for now. That's all.
Any particularly cool things in combat you want to note?
Oh, right. So, what did happen in combat? So I do know that. I'm also forgetting names. Dang it! I do remember one of them fell into the lava thanks to, I think, Wayland. And Eris was really cool. Her blood glows for some reason. Oh, also Wayland flung one of their heads at this other. It was really cool to kill it.
That was amazing.
Oh, and Adelaide threw one of her daggers. That was cool.
She did. It didn't hit, if I remember correctly.
It did like 7 damage. It was a really good hit, actually.
I just assumed it didn't. It's a wizard, and
it was max damage with a dagger that I threw. Don't discount my dagger.
I'm sorry. Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and take that health potion. You may need it.
Thank you.
Because if I'm not threatening you guys, I'm not doing my job. Awesome. Let's get into tonight's session for Nyxborough. I'm gonna go ahead and set the scene a little bit of what you guys are walking into. As you open this door and walk in to the green room, the top roof is fully glass. Without there being any light above it, you do still catch these stalactites and other concrete, almost like you could see the bottom of a road underneath it. Looking around, you see multiple trellises and gardening boxes, some of them lifted off the ground, some of them on the ground, with various different plants, some of them glowing bioluminescent, allowing for dim light in here, not necessarily bright light, but it does seem like it's a little hard to see if you don't have dark vision, but it does seem like this is potentially a research facility. The walls are lined with this almost metal-like structure, like someone had picked up and placed this down here. There are some tables with books and papers strewn on them, as well as there's some that are even just like on the floor in random locations. The ground itself is just a simple, almost tile floor, which feels odd as you had just come from basically rock and dirt, and then you come into this almost pristine tile flooring throughout. There is a slight dampness to the air, as if they had recently been sprayed with water and were still hydrating, being taken care of, even in the dark. The scene is now yours.
Can I look around at these books and see like what they're researching, or these papers, and see if there's any indication on what is being researched here? What these plants might be?
Yeah.
Felix is also doing that.
Yeah. Kind of looking over the books and stuff like that. You do see that they're, you kind of have to walk past some of them, so you do see some of these plants as well. You see, that one of them is this like silver vines with these like translucent petals that almost look like frosted glass, that as you kind of walk past, it hums a little bit, almost like it was vibrating slightly. You also notice another one that seems to be almost this like tall pale stalk with a heavy drooping blossom that has this almost like white sap that's coming from it, as well as in the back you notice that there are a small plant fixture that have these closed black bulbs that almost look like roses, that just aren't bloomed yet. Looking over the books themselves, they seem to be documenting these plants, and the various effects that they may have.
And what are those? What are these plants, and what are the effects they might have?
Yeah. So there seem to be mainly 6 plants, putting that in air quotes because one of them is a fungus. There is a note on one called the Veil Blossom Lattice, which you recognize is the silver vines with the translucent petals. There was a note that it says it manipulates attention, not sight, subtly shifting what the creatures are instinctively focusing on.
You broke up. You said it manipulates attention, then you broke up.
The balls! Attention, not sight. It subtly shifts what creatures are instinctively focusing on.
Okay.
It gives someone ADHD, basically. You're like, I can't focus
Keep
on
Wayland away from that.
I was just gonna say we should take some.
Nope. I knew it.
Another one is called the Ember Root Mycelium, which seems to be this crimson fungus that grows beneath the soil, but it glows like coals. So you almost see this, like, there's a box where it had like spread out and it almost looked like there's like lava underneath it that's just glowing like a heartbeat. And there's a note on it that says that it would absorb intense emotions, anger, fear, triumph, and turns it into volatile heat.
Intriguing. Noted.
The next one you find is called Grave Milk Thistle, which is that one that has the like milk dripping from it. It absorbs faint residual memories from soil enriched by the dead, which could be very useful for a certain necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
You do also see one for the it's called the Hollow Light Orchid. It's a deep violet orchid. You kind of see some sketches for it. Its center contains what appears to be a tiny star, a cold white glow that is suspended in liquid nectar. The note under it reads, "The orchid amplifies the presence of souls and extraplanar beings."
Interesting.
And then the last entry is a death rose. The black plants that seem to have their bulbs closed currently. When a creature dies within a certain range of these flowers, their soul gets trapped inside of the flowers, causing them to bloom.
Well, let's not keep any of those on us.
Anybody can roll me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20 for 26.
Oh, wow.
18.
23.
You noticed 2 of the death roses bloom. as the creatures that were killed in the other room were close enough.
That is a broad radius. These should stay here. We can't risk them in the city.
I will also say anyone who got above a 20 also notices Samir is staring at those death roses.
I'll walk over to him. Is everything all right?
Everything is fine.
Does not look fine.
I just need a moment, if you wouldn't mind. And he's going to turn and step out of the room.
Okay. Can I get the necromancer flowers that I already forgot the name of? Take a look at those.
Yes, the grave milk thistle.
Felice, do you think you know how to remove some of these so that they don't get wilt or get damaged? Is there a way to take some clippings to cultivate later?
Oh no. I've heard of these before. I thought maybe we should try and ask them and they might know something, but
You could roll a nature or history check if any of these seem familiar to you.
I think I tried before and you said no.
I don't remember that, so you can go ahead and roll a new one.
I don't think I'll roll a new one. I don't think I rolled. I think I asked and you said no. I will roll.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think. Yeah. So what I will say is,
23.
with a 23, none of these plants are familiar. Like, confirming that of like, this is weird, this is odd.
This might be a silly. What are they called? The lemon.
Well, perhaps it's just best to mark it down and leave these plants where they're at, let the university researchers know, so that they can come back with botanists and take a look.
Yeah.
It does seem safe enough to rest here, though.
Yeah. None of them seem to be harmful on their own. So I'm worried about this door over here. Wonder where it leads to. And this one as well. I just noticed there's 2 doors over here. Right? Those are doors?
Yes, there are 2 doors. There is one that seems to lead out somewhere, like it would continue further, and one seems to be interior.
Interior, so like a closet. Okay.
Kinda, yeah.
Closet. Maybe it's like a bedroom or bathroom.
Well, why don't we inspect it? If we intend to rest here, we should know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Can I look for traps, Hannah?
You sure can.
Can I listen through the door?
You sure can.
The dynamic duo. 24.
25. What's funnier than 24? Sorry.
25. Anyways. You there are no traps. Listening through the door, though, you do hear something or someone, and you're kind of listening, and it sounds like there's someone in there. They don't seem to be moving around a lot. They're actually potentially asleep. But you do hear someone inside.
Then he's going to hold his hand up and then hold up a finger. Basically. There's someone in there.
Perhaps we should handle it before we try to rest ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know if they're friendly or foe.
Well,
try anything funny, I can try and stop them.
I can also try to stop them. I have some magic that might be able to do that.
All right.
Shall we?
Yep.
And I open the door slowly.
Yeah, you slowly open the door. I need to pull up the right map. You notice it is a small room. And there is like a cot. And like some notes and a couple other things. Not too much. Outside of, you notice that the cot is currently occupied by a furbolg who is sleeping at the moment.
I'm going to very cautiously step in.
This is right behind her. His gloves full faintly.
You get a resounding snore in response.
As we do step in, she's going to say very softly to this lovely furbolg, "We don't want to alarm you, but you are not alone. Please don't attack us."
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. I think it's closer to the evening at this point.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, howdy.
Hi. We are traveling through the catacombs, and we are looking for a place to rest, and we stumbled across the green room and did not want to disturb or frighten you.
Oh yeah, that would have been bad, but that's okay. If you would like, the doors do lock. You could hang out there. Probably stick away from the magma route, because, you know, it takes emotions, and I'm pretty sure nightmares can cause emotions.
Who do you work for?
I work for the university. I'm one of their botanists.
Oh, lovely. Yes, we are here with the map from the university. We are just traveling through.
Oh, that's good. You can maybe ask them when I'm done. They kind of left me here like a week ago, and I haven't seen them in a bit, but...
We can certainly inquire about that.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. Do you
Adelaide, by the way.
Oh, that's a lovely name. My
And
name's
you are?
Chet.
Chet. Sorry, you were saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna see if you wanted any tea or food or other things like that, because I know I've got myself a good old hankering.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Uh, Hi, I'm Bailey's. He just like,
Oh, hey there.
uh, where did you get your specimens?
Oh, they were down here.
You found those down here?
Yeah, they were spread out in random locations, so we decided to put them all in one more refined area so that we could better study them.
Oh, all right. I think that I don't know. That might make him feel a little worse. That might be bad.
Well,
Right.
some of these, rumor has it, that some of these plants may be from a place known as the Garden of the Gods. But most of that is fantasy hocus pocus.
That's
Well, it's-
interesting.
I think it's strange if 5 or 6 new species just pop up out of nowhere.
Well, we think that they may have been down here for a while and or may have appeared through other circumstances and means, and so now we just have them here.
I suppose contained is better than not.
Yeah. What was your name again, sir?
Oh, my name is Chet. C-H-E-T.
Huh. Writes that down.
We have other friends if you'd like to come out and meet them.
Oh yeah, I should probably get, a little more tidied up before I come out there.
Of course, we'll leave you to it.
I think it's at this moment you realize he's got the sheet pulled up to his neck, kind of a situation.
Yeah, I'm leaving
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. Phyllis like closes the door.
So there's a researcher in there from the university. He's going to come out to make us some tea and food. She says to Wayland and Namichi.
Did he say why they're growing all these crazy plants?
They're. It's more like they're studying them. He found them down here.
And they just grew them?
It seems like they contained them from where they were cultivated before. And now they're researching them.
Huh. I don't know, I feel like it'd be easier to just research them in their area, so then you would know what like their environment is and where they grow, right? But I guess I don't know. I guess that's why people go to university.
I think those are probably in the notes somewhere.
I think it's more perhaps about containment. Some of these plants are quite dangerous, and to better understand exactly how dangerous they are, this is a controlled environment to do that research in. As controlled as they can get without bringing them in proximity to the university itself.
I'll have to take your guys' word for it. I'm a more on-the-job training.
What does that mean?
It means I didn't go to school.
Oh, you didn't?
I mean, like, I studied, and then I left. You like graduate from. I just did go to like college,
Yeah, I think that homeschooling counts as school, in a way.
I was privately educated until I was 12.
That's not a surprise.
That's when I started university, yes.
Oh. When you were 12?
Yes.
That's impressive.
Private education helps with that.
Were you and Livy schooled together?
No. Families of our caliber tend to have private tutors hired. We actually did not interact much until I was a surgeon and she was at the academy. I met her and Rowan in a bar fight. It was an interesting time.
So you
I
had
remember the
like
first time I met Miss Lavinia.
wait, so you guys had like no friends growing up in school?
No. Most of my peers were a decade older. I didn't really have friends until I met Livy 7 years ago. Livy and Rowan.
Quite a long time. Years.
I had my uncles and my studies. My grandparents until I was 15 when they passed.
Sorry for your loss.
That was many, many years ago, but thank you.
Well, even if it was so long ago, the loss of a family member kind of sticks with you, you know?
It does, in a way, yes. I assume from your question you had many friends growing up, Wayland?
I mean, I knew a lot of people in school. I mean, but like no more than any other kid. But they're all back home, so.
Failwind, right?
Yeah, I mean, people like travel outside of it, but I don't know. I just came out here and learned on the job, and it's been fun. Like, had a bunch of books I could learn from in the library, and just read. A lot of it just teaching yourself, like I've heard most people do when they go to college, because their professors can't teach. They
That
just
is
talk.
quite true. Yes. Yes, it is.
So I don't know. I learned that way.
That's a very respectable method of learning. Clearly, you've come far.
Definitely explosive learning for sure.
Yes. I'm sure that won't. I'm sure the restrictions will be lifted soon at work, so you can continue your learning.
I don't know if that's the case. Felix just whispers to Adelaide.
Well,
Yeah, real soon.
then I would suggest you stay away from the Ember route. It can get volatile around strong emotions.
So,
Oh.
right, then if we have a nightmare next to it, that's what he was saying. He said it was safe here and we could sleep here if we wanted, but to stay clear of those plants specifically. Well, if
I
it does
guess-
blow up or whatever it does, I'll fix it right up.
Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. That's what I do.
I'm reading like it's like the thing for specifically the ember root mycelium, and I was like, it's weird. It sounds almost like a precursor to Sunderbloom in the way that it acts.
Now that you mention it.
Well, Felice, Sundered Bloom spoke to you, did it not? Told you about its origins? Maybe if
It said
this
it was
ember
from
root, the god, it was a gift. So maybe if this ember root speaks in primordial and says something similar, then that's a connection.
Maybe. It mentioned its origins were from the fire plane. Right? That's what it said?
The
plane
Sundered
of
Bloom?
fire?
I don't think so.
No. Oh.
No.
No.
No. It
Oh, so I
was
just okay.
No, it was a gift granted to one of the gods
Yeah.
from another god, I'm
Be
assuming.
like Celestia, right?
It was.
Wait, what did I think that then?
It was a
I
gift
have
from
no
one
idea.
god to another. Yeah. It's not 100%. They don't know the specifics on that story fully, but it was believed that it was a gift from one god to another.
But the plant told us that it was a gift.
Yeah.
Gifted to him.
Yeah. That's not known info. That's something you guys learned. That's what I meant.
So
Then-
maybe if this ember root has a similar story, it might be connected.
I can ask you right now, actually. I am just worried. I don't know what it will say. These. Is this social anxiety? He walked
Perhaps.
over.
As you say that, you notice the glow of the crimson root gets a little bit brighter.
Where are they? Is this a crimson root in
Ooh.
front of us? Is this it?
Yeah, they're kind of like on this like back side here over here.
I'm gonna move towards this door around the corner just in case something explodes.
Yeah, we're just gonna put Eris in the corner.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so here
guess it's-
I'll draw it for you. Here you go.
Everyone backs away from Felice. It's fine.
Why is
We've
it in
got
the
this.
middle of the room? Why would they put it in the middle of the room?
Where else would you put the explosives?
I don't know, in the corner? In like the far corner? I just remember we still haven't checked that other door.
I might be checking it as I run outside when you blow up this room.
Yeah. Bailey's is gonna do a little dance as he casts liquid plants. And because it says it's a 30-foot
Mm-hmm. So you just turned
It's a
all
30-foot
of them
radius.
sentient.
pretty much. At least they can all talk. So, yeah, he just like this green aura envelops the room, and I think they just start to move like unnaturally. Right. Good evening. I'll just start talking to it casually. Let me just move him in front of these ones. Do they say anything back?
You just get a simple hello.
You mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Yo?
We don't have a choice.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to. So, it would be helpful if you could.
This is like, I will say also the voice is kind of almost cacophonous in that sense of there's multiple voices overlapping.
Yeah.
We have been granted speech. What are your questions?
Well, what are you? Do you know?
We are fungus. We devour the death that comes for all.
You know where you come from?
No.
No.
We have only known this soil and this grounds.
Did grow here. Okay.
We were removed at some point.
Just like Chet said. You're being well taken care of, though, right?
We are adequately cared for. It is
Adequate.
sufficient.
Is there something you're missing?
We can always consume more. The tall one does not have emotions. But you all have plenty.
Okay, that's a little. Do well, I guess. Could you tell me what he does around here? The tall one?
He helps us. He nurtures us. He feeds us as needed. He is clinical, almost too much, and yet we are adequately taken care of. We do not starve.
That's good. Let me just look up what clinical means. Ah. When they say clinical, what do they mean?
Like routine.
Routine. Okay.
Yeah, like he's got a routine, and then they always get fed at the same time. They get the same kind of water at the same time, kind of a vibe. You can also always roll an insight check on this creature if you would like.
Wait, you're so right. Let me do that. Let me insight the plant.
Because I like having creepy plant people.
24.
They're a plant. They don't get extra bonuses to their stats, so that was a 16. Yeah, they're well taken care of. They're just fungi that live under the dirt. I will say, like, Waylon, you probably notice it keeps, like, thrumming. And every time it talks, Phaelus, it's glowing to talk to you.
Okay. Let me just like make sure, because I think. Oh, this is a soap. Okay. Do y'all know what you're used for?
We are not used for anything. We simply grow and sustain ourselves here.
Okay. Next scratches his head because this is kind of hard. It's hard to question something that kind of only really remembers what's happened in the day.
Yes, this plant does not seem to have previous memories.
Doesn't even know where it was picked from. Could you, if you were to, what's your preferred way of growing, like environmentally wise? Environment wise. I know fungus like the dark.
Yes. The dark, the damp, usually under cities. People have such delicious emotions.
Under cities. And remind me, what happens if they take in a lot of emotions? They explode,
They
right?
explode, basically, yeah. It can, it absorbs intense emotions and converts them into a volatile arcane heat.
Okay. Then I'll ask the plant. And what happens when you eat or absorb emotions?
We erupt, and our spores spread, and then we grow, and we repeat until we're all across the blankets of people's minds.
That's not creepy at all. All right. Well, I can't think of anything else. Waylon? He just looks over to Waylon.
Yeah?
I don't know what else to ask it. Them.
If Phaelus is talking to plants, like, is it actual speech or is it?
So from what the spell says, they can basically move. They like move around in a way, kind of like you can think of sign language, and Phaelus is able to interpret it as common.
Okay. So you speak common, and then they.
Yes, you got
Yeah,
a
they
one-sided
can understand.
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I think what you're trying to ask is, yes, you got a one-sided conversation.
Sorry.
Just ask them.
I will say he has been relaying what the plants have said and writing it down in his notes.
Like, I have questions on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of what they are.
All right, I can always ask him again later.
Ask them if they all get along.
Do y'all get along?
No, that's why they had to separate us. Each of us
From
must
the
be
other.
contained in our own boxes. Otherwise, there would be a power vacuum.
A power vacuum? What does that mean?
Someone would kill another, and their power would grow. And so on until there was no one left, and just destruction and rot.
That's creepy. Adelaide, do you have any questions for these plants?
No, I'm quite alright over here.
I mean, you can shout them and I can answer. I can ask. You can.
I think we are satisfied with the conversation.
All right. Well,
Dimitri, are you satisfied? Do you have any questions?
see. Oh,
Nope. Hello?
hello.
There you go. You robot it.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Nope, I'm all good.
All right. Well, thank you, fellas.
What is Samir doing?
He's
Alright.
out.
He stepped outside. He closed the door behind him.
I want to try and hear what's going on beyond that door.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Are you listening? Or are you gonna just open the door? Or you said you were listening, right?
Nope, I'm just listening for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check.
It's roll 16.
You managed to hear him. What it sounds like is he is sharpening something. You hear that rhythmic sound of a whetstone against a blade.
Okay.
You could probably assume that that's a calming ritual for him, for someone like him.
Yep. All right.
I think at this point, Chet's gonna walk out. They're now wearing this like white button-down shirt and necktie situation that's like somehow one size too big in the torso but one size too small in the arms. As he looks around, I've made some food, and he sets down a large tray of fried tofu, fried spam, a couple of spam musubis, as well as some other more plant or can oriented foods.
And Bailey's. I don't know. Bailey's is a little sus of this guy now. Can he check for any if he maybe spikes the food? Can he detect any poison or disease.
I will.
Cast it.
Are you casting detect poison and disease?
Yeah, I think he's like, oh, thank you, and like when he reaches, he casts it.
Sure. Is there a spell roll or anything like that? Or does it just tell you?
Let's see. For the duration, you can sense the location of poisons, poisonous or venomous creatures, and magical contagions within 30 feet of yourself. You sense the kind of poison, creature, or contagion. In each case, the spell is blocked by 1 foot by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
Yeah, I mean, you do that. No, I mean, it looks like it's normal food. You probably recognize that he was given a large bag of rice, cans of basically Spam, and a lot of non-perishables. And that's how he's been living.
Hey. In that case, he'll take it, walk over in this corner to get away from the
Join us.
The red.
Join us.
Because I imagine they've been glowing a bit more, and he's trying to keep it from bursting, so he's just gonna walk away from those things and avoid them for a little bit. And he's keeping an eye on this guy.
Yeah, easy enough. He'll kind of look at Waylon, just, excuse me, and kind of walks around and starts looking over all of the different plants and stuff like that. You notice he's got like a gardener's belt almost situation of like a multi-tool with different bottles and fertilizers and different things like that to keep them alive. Shears, trimmers, all the works.
Hi, my name is Wayland. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. My name's Chet.
Is that C-H-E and a T?
And a ta.
Beautiful. I've got a question for you, my guy.
Sure.
Could I take some of these plants with me?
Ooh. I don't believe you're allowed to take them outside of the green room. We had someone try to do that once, and it did not end well for them.
What about some clippings? You know, because you like trimming the plants up, right?
Oh, well, I guess so. A lot of times I use the clippings as fertilizer for them as well. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was hoping if you know, because it's university property technically.
Do you want clippings or do you want a press? I have a couple of pressed versions of these flowers as well.
Do they still work normally if they're pressed?
No, they're pretty squished.
No, like do they still kind of function if they're like dried out or pressed like that?
No, most of them don't. The ones though that, you know, could be a good idea, the grave milk thistle. You could maybe take some of the sap from it and use that. Doesn't seem like there's anything that the sap is. A lot of these need secondary situations to occur. You could plant these grave milks on top of someone's dead corpse, And then after about 10 minutes or so, you might be able to get some of their memories and whatnot.
That would be convenient if we can get some clippings of that. If, of course, that's allowed.
I think we would need seeds.
I'm not sure. Make a persuasion check. And I will say this is with advantage because one of you can make a persuasion check with advantage because the other does feel like they're helping in this instance.
I have a +5.
Why don't you do it? I'll give you advantage.
Can I guide myself? I don't think you can guide yourself.
Yeah, you can. Sure. Fuck it.
You can.
Sweet.
You can always guide it yourself.
Oh my god. Thank Jesus. That was a nat 1 and a 15 plus a 5, which gets me to a dirty 20, which adding a guidance of D4, that's a 21.
Alright, here's what I'll say. I'm gonna go back to my room for a second while I clean something up. If you want, and he hands you the shears. Just be careful. And then walks back into the room.
Okay, Pheles, do you know how to...
I didn't see it, so it
Right.
didn't happen.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I'm gonna leave my computer screen up.
Yeah, and my password is, yeah.
It'd be a shame if my password of 1234 could just gotten found out and guessed. It's so weird. Okay, Pheles, do you know how to take seeds from plants?
Yeah, of course I do.
Would you want to help
He's
us
gonna-
rob the school?
Know about that. He's kidding. He walks over. And he will flip them.
And I'm going to chop off a bunch of the sky coil reeds. Like a good handful.
Cool. If I will need nature checks from both of you if you're deciding to do this.
Okay. Oh. 18.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
surprisingly nature heavy.
It's int-based for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a 23.
Recall what you...
So there's this really funny moment of... So, Pheles, you start going, you start getting the clippings easily, you get a couple of the seeds, and you get some of each of these super easily. I will say with Waylon, though, you go to try to clip it, and there's a moment where your clippers suddenly zoop and like arc in a weird direction, as if the plant was like curving it, like there was some weird presence around it that curved the blade for a second, and you almost cut yourself. You stop, and then you're able to kind of take a moment and you get a clipping.
Yeah, I think when that happens, Waylon smiles, and he like is able to do that because it's doing exactly what he's hoping it does.
These have some. You can turn these into really cool arrows and projectiles with them.
That's definitely one thing.
What about a shield? Wait, no. That probably wouldn't work.
Okay, are there any other plants that we want to take?
I don't know how much luck we want to push. We should leave the roses for sure.
Yeah, those are... I see no point in taking those. Those are just dangerous.
See, as a player, I can see really cool things that we could do with all of these.
Yeah, of course.
I'll make an argument. I'll go down my list. Okay, so the Veil Blossom is got that really cool like sting effect, except it's not just like orcs that it glows for. It's just like when creatures approach. So that'd be really cool to have. The fungus absorbing intense emotions would be really great, just like hand grenades. If you put them in a jar, but I don't like the
We
idea
would
of
blow
spreading when
ourselves
you do
up
it.
because of the strong emotions in this group.
Toss it far. I also have a bag of holding it can like live in until we need it. The Grave Milk Thistle is kind of self-explanatory. I'll explain the Sky Coil Reeds in a little bit. The Orchid, if it came time that we needed it for what's his name, it could come in handy. Just throwing that out there.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make your life a little bit easier as well. I'm gonna give you the effects of each of these plants. To give you a little bit more information on them. I'm gonna update that in handouts with what they each do. The actual like rules as written effect. Because some of those, yes, some of them, not as much. And they do have extra. They do have extra uses when harvested as well. I will also note that.
Got it. Because my idea too, on the death rows, and hear me out on this, is that if we are dealing with somebody who steals souls to use as power, it would probably be beneficial to have something that could snatch the soul before he gets to it.
So just trap the soul in a plant instead of with the god?
But at least we can get it back if it's in a plant.
Can we?
Mm-mm.
Great question.
There are no known ways to bring that back. I have added the effects.
Oh. Eternally trapped in a plant.
Yes. Yes, and if the plant dies, the soul dies.
Do not like that.
Wait.
Okay, see,
No.
the orchid actually does seem pretty cool.
Doesn't the Death Rose's effect remind you of how that entity takes the souls of?
It does, but I don't think that's something we want to carry around. We don't want to trap our own souls.
No, we're not.
Or take into the city.
Laramie wants to just destroy these things. Burn them. I don't think we need to research these unless we want, like.
I think we just leave the university to do what they want with it.
Yeah, I guess. Do we trust the university?
Yes. I would assume so. We're here working with them.
Okay. Right. Of course.
Okay, so that's all we're taking. Is just this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm good. Got what I need. Except the bombs. Because they spread.
Wait. Is the Hololight Orchid glowing any? Or wait, amplifies the presence of souls and okay.
So if there were undeads
Oh, okay.
or spirits around, it would turn them corporeal, basically.
I feel like we should take that. That would be good to have, actually.
And if you distill it,
Did we
you can
take
turn
those?
it into a special lantern oil that can do that.
Like a lantern of revealing.
Yes,
Oh.
but it has, but
Sweet.
it's an oil, so you can put it in any lantern.
Okay.
It reveals invisible undead or spirits for an hour, and the user becomes faintly visible in the ethereal plane. So, not full lantern of lantern of revealing, and then but on a time limit. Homebrew, yippee! It is. I will also note it is interesting. All of these plants can grow in unnatural habitats because there's no light down here.
Yeah. That only makes sense for the fungus.
Yeah. So
I guess-
these plants are magical in nature, I guess is what I'm saying.
I guess what I'm also gonna take some of the veil blossom flowers. And you'll note that Waylon kind of like reaches into his bag, which again is a bag of holding, and like pulls out some jars and like puts some of the flowers in there, kind of like shoves the reeds. You know what? I think he takes the reeds, puts them in a bundle, and uses one of the reeds to tie them together. And he shoves those into his bag. Okay, is there anything else somebody wants? Did you want the hollow orchid?
Yeah. Bailey's will try and gather some seeds from the hollow orchid. He can grow plants himself. That's a 25 for harvesting those ones.
Easy.
Oh, do you mean to make a nature check on the other ones?
Yeah, any plant you're harvesting, I just need a nature check.
Hold on, calculator.
Can Bailey's help him?
14.
Can Bailey's
flowers.
help him with this one?
You have one inspiration a session if you would like to
Oh,
use it.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
That's two.
That's not much better. It's a 17.
The DC is 17.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
You're
I went
able
from a
to get
6
it.
to a 9, and then I guidance myself.
Yes, you're able to gather it from that one as well.
Sweet.
you have a +8 with nature? That's really funny.
I have a +5, but I rolled a 3 on my guidance.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Right, but I still have a +5, which is crazy.
Crazy. Dimitri, you don't hear Samir. You don't hear that whetstone noise anymore coming from outside the door.
He'll be all right. He'll take care of himself.
Famous last words? Sorry. No, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Easy enough. I think at this point now, Chet comes out. He's got like one hand over his eyes, but he's got like two of his fingers up and looking through. I'm coming back out. I sure hope the plants are okay.
I think the plants look beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I worked really hard on them.
I think that they look pretty good, especially down here where it's creepy and there's no sun. But I guess that would be like an environmental factor, right? Like that's how they would grow. Like they'd adapt.
We believe that these plants have grown underground for a long enough time that they can just kind of... He just gestures at them.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this, Chet?
Oh, down here about 2 weeks.
Well, I kind of meant gardening.
Oh, gardening in general. Oh, about... You see him like pull out his fingers for a second. About 150 years or so.
Oh. Right. Yeah, I forgot Furbos lived for like 300 or 400. I don't remember how long.
Up to 500. Yeah.
Up to 500. Okay.
Well, thank you for the food. We really appreciate it. Do you recommend that we like sleep out here?
Yeah, if you want, you can, are you guys like hard crashing for the night? I do have my bed in there if anybody needs.
I think a solid night's rest would be good. If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm missing someone.
Okay.
And what's through that door over there?
Cave.
He's pointing at the one they haven't checked yet.
Cave. More cave.
Oh, just more cave. Okay.
There is
You know where it
there is the arcane research facility next to it, but that's not been fully cleared out yet. There were some talks of some less than pleasant people still rolling around there.
You don't say.
Which door was that?
This one.
Sorry, I didn't see that on the map.
This one.
Oh, okay, cool. I see it now. I mean, do you mind if we just like, to be extra safe, just like lock the door? Like, is that cool?
Oh, I already kept the doors locked. I put 3 bolts on that and an extra master lock just in case. Plus, there's an arcane lock on there. And nope, that's it. There's only those.
Oh, okay. Then that's my job well done. Cool.
Yeah, the other door was locked too. I don't know how you guys got in though. I usually lock everything up while I'm sleeping. Oh well.
The door was unlocked, right?
The door was locked. Samir unlocked
We
it.
didn't pick the lock,
Yeah,
yeah.
Samir
Okay.
picked it.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that it was unlocked. Okay.
No.
Sometimes
Yeah.
things happen, accidents happen. It's all good.
Just a happy little
I-
accident.
On
Yeah.
that note, I'm gonna check the door to the south.
Yeah. You open up the door. You do not see Samir.
I'm gonna step out and start looking around.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I'm using my inspiration. 'Cause that was a natural 1. That's
Oh.
much better. 23.
Yep. As you kind of come around the corner, you see him. You almost looked past him because his cloak is made of shadow weave and pulls into the shadows more. But he seems to be just standing against that wall, his back kind of propped up against it. And he's just got this look, just 1,000-yard stare right now.
We are preparing to rest. There is some food available. We found an individual staying there. They're with the research. They do research for the university.
Okay. I already had some food, so I will be fine.
We were going to lock the doors, so I was trying to see if you wanted to come inside before we did that.
That would probably be for best. If you wouldn't mind, I could do reconnaissance real quick just to make sure, or we can just lock the doors and call it a night.
I suppose that's up to you. It's your job to determine what's best.
He thinks for a moment. We'll just lock up. Call it a night. Not a problem.
All right. She's just gonna turn around and walk inside.
He will follow you. You do notice he does kind of eye Chet a little bit on doing the on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this guy? Never mind, he's fine. He's totally fine. Okay.
Say, Chet?
Oh yeah, what's up?
How much of the, what you call them, the mushrooms did you find down here?
We found some, but they were deep down about... Oh... There are different, we call them floors, levels, basically, to the catacombs. They were commonly found in the 4th and 5th levels, quite deep down there, past the Undercity.
Undercity?
Right? The what now?
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
I was just, do we know what that is? No, we don't. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a working city anymore, but there seems to have been literally a city built atop of another city. So if you go about 200 to 300 feet down, it opens into a large cavern area. It's kind of trippy looking, as there are buildings, the bottoms of buildings like growing out of the bottom of the of the roof, but then the tops of the buildings are all beneath it.
I wasn't aware the university had gone that low.
Oh, no, that was more an accidental situation. As I said, we went all the way down past that. We saw that and we said, well, that's gonna be a lot more manpower than we have. So we kind of kept going, and somebody's rope slipped. I'm not taking any names, but my hands hurt after that. Where we stumbled into some of these machinids. Closer to, hotter volcanic areas. But they're deep below the surface.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The Myconans, are those the sharp creatures?
Well, I'm
Or the
sorry, not myconids. Just the mushrooms that we found.
Ah,
Not the mushroom people. I, the DM, keep fucking that up.
Mycelium, not myconids.
Mycelium, thank you.
I don't even. I had no idea what either of those.
I do love the record scratch. The what? It's just the Undercity. But no, we haven't really explored it too much outside of we saw it from a balcony for about 2 minutes, and then the balcony started crumbling, so we ran away from that real nice and quick. But we don't believe anybody's down there. I mean, it's not like it would be habitable. Yeah,
Habitable?
that word.
Oh, that's probably for the best. With your resources, sticking to the top layers might be the most conservative approach for now.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
for
really-
sure. We don't know what creatures are down there, and it seems like the deeper you get, the bigger they get, which is not really a great time for anyone.
Yeah. Your team. What were their names?
Oh, I'm just part of the
What are their
research.
names?
I'm just part of the research team.
Yeah, your teammates. What are their names?
We just kind of went with colors. They thought it would be easier because some of us have some very strange names. I was green, and then we had red and blue and violet and yellow. And that was at least the
Oh.
first, greenhouse team.
The first greenhouse team.
Well,
there's
yeah, and they
more
said that they were gonna be back in, a few days, but that was almost a week ago, and I still haven't seen them in a while.
Do you know which way they went?
Oh, I believe they went out and then went back, I think they went west and then went north. They went out the door you all just came in from, and went back that way.
Well, when we get out, we will report that you are still diligently waiting for your replacements.
Oh, that would be quite appreciated. I only have so much rice left.
Of course.
Ye-
I will note this a bit up. You do realize you did just walk through a den of creatures?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna break this poor man's heart. I'm gonna report it back to the university later.
Well, I guess we better hit the hay, right?
Yes. I would
feel
agree.
hitting hay is not necessarily... Oh, you mean going to bed? Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, I think it comes from, the fact that beds used to be made out of hay until we had alternatives, which were a lot more comfortable. So hay was just like what people laid on, but it was really uncomfortable and really pokey. And then the rich people had all the fancy stuff. I think Waylon just goes on this tangent of like why it could possibly mean like hitting the hay.
Chet is enthralled the whole time.
Adelaide's gonna just settle down in her corner and start writing in her journal for the day.
Okay. Samir is posted up on the other door to make sure that it doesn't potentially open.
I think once Waylon gets off of his tangent, he would like to ask Dimitri something. But we can handle that next time.
We got like half an hour. You guys are good. We got time. It also looked like Felice was going over to Dimitri. So, Dimitri,
Well, of course.
you've got people who want to talk to you.
Okay. Day.
Dimitri, could I ask you for your help?
Yes. Sure. What's up?
Okay. I harvested these reeds, right? And they're cool because they can, like, dodge things out of the way, right? But I know from, like, very little knowledge that, like, you can take reeds and make fiber. And from fiber, you can make textiles. So I was wondering if we could find a way to, like, weave them into, like, my outfit and maybe even some of the others for a little bit extra boost.
That sounds brilliant. DM, can I do that?
Fuck. I mean, yeah, that sounds sick as hell. I'm gonna hit it with a yeah, but this might be a bit of a tag team situation, as I don't
think we could, like, refine it down here.
No,
I'm sure it takes a lot of, like,
sure.
beating and, like, yeah, I'm sure if there's a way to do it.
It would take
If I looked it up, I would know the way, but
yeah, it would take some time, and I would say your shop is probably equipped to do stuff like that. Not down here, but definitely something that could be a thing, for sure.
okay, cool.
You
And then I
might
was
need to
also
need to
thinking-
grow more before you do it, but
Cool. Like, I don't need to make the whole armor out of it, but even just, like, weaving some, like, details into, like, me
you
and
need
or
enough
whatever we're
that
wearing.
it can grab you and pull you.
Mm-hmm.
So you would still need enough to be able to do that. So that's why I'm like, they might need a bit more.
I'd have to look up and see how. I'm sure reeds have seeds, so we might be able
Yeah,
to.
yeah. You got the
Yeah.
seeds from all of the plants you wanted.
Cool.
Is this the reed that reverses gravity?
Does not reverse gravity. It changes projectiles. It curves bullets, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it could, in theory, like, however we would want to flavor it, like, use a reaction to almost like shield, like, up your AC for a second. And then come
It
back down.
basically is you move. It would. I think what I would do is, like, you can move 5 feet left or right, and it doesn't in response to an attack, and then, like, it would cause, like, disadvantage or something. I can figure. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's up to them. We got time.
But it's basically like you would just, like, shuffle one way or another as you get, like, pulled by this raid,
Yeah.
forcing the attack to potentially miss. I might do it where it's like a parry
cool, but-
system, where it's like you use a reaction, you get a +2 to your AC.
Yeah.
You use it X amount of times, and you shift left and right. Something like that.
Yeah, we got time to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to pull the flowers out that are in the jar. I'm going to say, okay, I've also got this thing, right? These are flowers. I've heard that people, right, these flowers like glow when there's creatures nearby, right? And I heard, I'm not like a religious person by any means, but I've heard that people can take flower petals and like do stuff to them, like mash them up and make jewelry. And I kind of am trying to explain how people make rosary beads out of rose petals, but in D&D without Jesus.
But without Jesus.
Like, do you think we could? Do you think that's possible? Like, do you know how to do that?
DM?
That one I will ask for a.
That sounds like you need jewelers.
Yeah, I'm like, it would be jeweler's tools probably, and then like maybe I'd say
I mean, if
either.
not, we've got connections, right? We got friends.
Yeah.
I'd say like religion.
Close to
Give
us.
me like a religion or a history check, Dimitri.
All right. Religion or history? Yeah. I rolled a 14 on religion.
Yeah, you think you'd be able to make it. You have seen it done once before. It might be a little rough, but you could probably figure it out.
Awesome. Yes, I think I might be able to do that.
Sweet, awesome. So we got some projects when we get back to the surface. Oh yeah. I feel like Waylon kind of just like, I feel like Waylon sees Dimitri as like his, like, what is it, project buddy? Because I feel like we do
Yeah.
projects together, and it's like, yeah, let's get together and do this.
You're the
Yeah, for sure.
crafting club.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else
Okay,
you
that's
guys wanna
all.
do?
Holly, I'll let you and Felice have your alone time now. Thanks, buddy.
Good night.
And unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, I will say you all.
Felice is taking notes. Like he's scribbling about it's like theories and stuff because the mushroom mentions what it does, how if it was with the other plants it would cause disaster. There's now this undercity, and they found these things under the undercity. So
Yeah. Cool. With that, you all, those that are sleeping, drift off to sleep. I need everyone to roll a D100.
everyone.
What?
I was gonna ask you, should we take watch?
So 48.
$15.
30. Wow, that's 350. That's crazy.
2?
What?
Damn.
2?
Somebody, not one of us, roll for Maya, quick.
All right.
That's right. 002. The 00 and is 0,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the 2 is. Okay, yeah.
For sure,
Okay. I
yeah.
hate 100s.
Mhm.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
You got it too.
wow.
All right. You all drift off to sleep. Felice.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. As sleep finds you, there's a strange moment as you're brought back into memories of home, but it's odd. You see your grandparents' house where you grew up, and you hear the sounds of laughter coming from inside. It's odd. The sun seems to be both setting and rising at the same time in this dream. The sky is filled with stars almost under a purple hue, as if the galaxy above has stretched itself into perfect view. You see a shadow walk in front of one of the windows, and then another. And you recognize these shadows as your parents.
Oh. Okay. I think he's definitely like really confused, but seeing that he's gonna like head straight for the house.
Yeah, you run straight for the house. Easy enough. The door's open. It smells like warm apple pie and home. You see your parents sitting, waiting for you. They look at you and your father goes, "Oh, look at my little onion bloom."
Does this? Okay, this dream, is it lucid? Does Felice know he's dreaming, or is this like a?
I'd allow like an insight check.
Okay.
You're like insight checking yourself a little bit here.
11.
I think with an 11, my question comes to you. Do you want it to be lucid?
No. I
Or
don't.
do you want to just enjoy
Honestly-
what's in front of you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Felice like hobbles over, and you said they were sitting where?
I'd say like they're kind of like in the there's like a little, as you like walk in, you've got steps that kind of go up to the right. You've got a hallway that leads into the kitchen, and then to the left, you see a set of different like mismatched recliners and chairs kind of spread throughout the like living room area of this kind of like rounded part of the home. And you see your parents are sitting there, waiting for you. You see all of your siblings as well are kind of, you can hear some of them running around upstairs and some others of them running in different areas.
How's work? He's gonna like do that kid thing where he like jumps on the, not jumping, how do you describe it? He's like leaning on the armrest,
Mm-hmm.
like pulling it and stuff like that.
Oh, you know, gotta keep old Sally Joe from running away, but everyone else has been pretty well tamed and handled. The herd's not going too crazy this time of the year.
Is it true that Sally's gonna she's expecting? That's one of the sheep.
Mhm.
Sally sheep. Oh my god.
Listen, I love alliteration. Yes, she is expecting. We'll hopefully have some new foals here shortly. I think when you say that, you notice he kind of looks at your mom. She kind of gives you a smile. Yes, we are expecting new foals. You notice, I will say, from your memories of them, they look older than what you remember. Smile lines are deepened, crow's feet are longer. Sunspots are grown a bit further. But what about you? You're a big city detective, or a big city EMT now? What have you all been up to?
Okay, I thought this was like a memory. Okay. Okay, that changes things then. Bailey's,
You
I guess
you answered the question about the lucidity of this.
yeah. I've made a couple of new friends. Though I guess we've been getting into some trouble lately.
Oh, you weren't like any of the other boys. You never got yourself in trouble too often growing up. But you should be able to manage. Good scrap or two wouldn't take you down, not one of the Navidades.
Sturdy as a what's like a really strong rock? Sturdy as obsidian. There we go.
Sturdy as obsidian. We know that today can sometimes be a little hard for you. We know, with it being the anniversary of Graham and Gramps' passing, but we wanted to, make sure you knew that we were here for you. We know how close you were to them.
It's alright. It is sad, but what I can do is, enjoy life. Sure, that's what they would have wanted. Right?
Your mother looks at you and just, yes, Darling, they would have wanted you to have lived and spread your wings and flied as free as you can be.
Right.
You hear one of your siblings yell, "Dinner's ready!" Your dad looks at you and he just goes, Felice, just know this. No matter what, no matter where you are, no matter when you are, we love you with all of our heart and soul.
I know. You say that all the time.
Your mom kind of gives a smile. Yes, well, we have to remind you. And we miss you, Felice.
I miss y'all too.
But you make us just so proud. I think with that, there's this moment. You hear the dinner's ready again. You hear bells. You hear other things. And you wake up. As if you were pulled from an alternate reality into your own. Your parents are gone. They've been gone for a while. Your grandparents are still alive, though, helping with your other siblings and whatnot. But there's that question in the back of your mind of whether or not that dream was a little more real than it felt. You kind of see some of the plants nearby, or almost feels like they're looking at you, despite them not having eyes. You all can take a long rest. As you all awake the next day.
Next day or just the 8 hours?
8 hours, which is like
like 3 a.m. on Wednesday morning?
Yeah, it's like
I figure at this point we're all gonna get like timey-wimey fucked up. Like,
Yeah, it's
sure.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It is the next day by all definitions, but it is like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at the latest.
So normal time for Adelaide to wake up. Cool.
A normal time for you to wake up, baby. Jesus Christ. And Adelaide doesn't sleep much. That tracks. Yeah, you all wake up still in the screen room.
oh man, it's always rough sleeping on the floor.
It's a unique experience, to be sure.
You see Chet also was on the floor. Oh, it was pretty bad, I will say.
Chet, why did you not sleep in your own bed?
Well, I offered it up. I thought one of you were gonna take it.
That was quite kind, Chet.
Oh,
Thank
but
you.
it does smell like me, so you probably wouldn't like that. It kind of smells like musk.
I mean, it's not bad.
He's got furball musk. TM.
Well, thank you, Chet, for the place of respite. Perhaps we should get going, though, if we're to report back about your replacement soon.
Oh yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. I do kindly ask that you head on out and, well, if you stop on by on your way back, don't be a stranger. Or just knock.
Of course. Can we go through this door? She's gonna point at the one nearest us.
Oh yeah, just once you go through, I'll make sure to lock it on the way back. Don't want any extra fellas creeping on in here.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chet.
Yeah, and you open the door easy enough, as you were on the inside. Do-do-do-do-do. Revealing. Yippee. Oh, jeez. You did.
I am doing my spells.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I'm switching around to my spells.
Oh, you're right. We can do that.
Oh, if you're
Yes, if
Your
you're
ritual
a
cast.
prepared caster, yes.
or prepared caster.
Yeah, you all start making it right on out. I will say, Chet did mention that across the way was the
lab with people in it.
lab with people and other things in it. You're gone. You're gone. Get out of there.
Adelaide will recommend that we go north and avoid the lab.
If that's the way we have to go, then that's the way we gotta go.
Kind of have a small decline into an area, and you notice actually that's a small climb up. As you come over, you notice that there was that cave hole you had seen earlier that was 15-20 feet up over here. When you were in the previous room, but it seems like there is a set of stairs that leads to the one place, that one lovely place.
Well, better late than never, shall we?
Throw out the stairs. Throw out the stairs. Throw out the stairs.
Yeah.
As you all come around the corner, hoiking up these stairs, you all come across a large circular room. Ooh. Those are secrets for later. This is too big. Let me do this. There we go. The center of which there seems to be a room in it. And a door. And some other small alcoves, but you recognize that if you were to open this door, it would lead deeper inside the belly of the beast. And I think with that, you all getting here, is where we'll end tonight's session, and we'll pick up next time, 2 weeks. Exploring further. Alright. Have a good night.